infrastructure swept away. Now, those are all your headlines. Now, almost 57,000 learners in the Eastern Cape need transport to go to school as they stay far away from learning centres. As part of preparations for the reopening of schools for the 2015 academic year, the Eastern Cape Department of Transport hosted a Scholar Transport Dialogue this morning. This session will be giving more insight on the new model of Scholar Transport and how it is going to be run as from this year in an effort to provide learners with safe and reliable transport to and back from their respective schools. Now, to get an update on this, we are joined on the line by our reporter Unathi Binqose from East London. Unathi, a very good morning to you and welcome.
Thank you very much, Elvis, and a very warm welcome to you guys. We are indeed coming to you live from East London, Orient Theatre to be in particular, and indeed it is the Scholar Transport Dialogue. A very, very pertinent issue, an issue that can be a difference between learners passing their grades and failing them across all grades, to be fair with you. And it comes at a very crucial time after a court ruling which saw the Eastern Cape High Court in Bishop cutting out the middlemen and giving the provincial government a chance to interact directly with those who will be transporting these people. However, the provincial government has invited all the stakeholders, including the taxi operators, to discuss how this matter will be run going forward. And the outcome of this meeting will be very crucial in seeing how smooth this program will be run going forward. However, to speak more about this, I'm now joined by two people who are at the center of this Scholar Transport, the MEC for Transport, Ms. Weziwe Tikana, as well as MEC for Education, Mr. Mandla Makupula. Let's start with the MEC for Transport. Ma'am, a very good morning to you. Tell me the court ruling before we even start. What can we expect perhaps from this meeting here?
Good morning. My understanding is that there will be mixed feelings because the people who were authorized before to manage the Scholar Transport will be within the meeting and they're still that resistant. Also, the operators are very excited because the government will be doing business directly with them.
And how difficult was it for you guys in previous years, given that there was a middleman?
It was very difficult because when we received complaints either from learners, from operators, it was very difficult for us to try and manage those or resolve those complaints which were submitted to us because we've outsourced the process. That's the reason why we said, as the department or as the government of Eastern Cape, we have to manage the Scholar Transport by ourselves for us to be able to talk direct to operators, to be able to engage learners, to be able to engage also the parents.
All right, a little less than a week before schools reopen. Are you confident that will be able to be up and running by the 21st of January, Wednesday next week, that is?
The expressions we've received from the individual operators give us confidence that we'll be able to deliver and the learners will be transported on the 21st. However, we do expect that there will be areas which we might be ready to do interventions.
All right, let's now move over to the MEC for Education, Mr. Mandla Makupula. Sir, we understand that failure in transporting these learners may impact negatively on their tuition. How do you think this is going to help you guys?
Well, a very good morning. In the first place, education in a province like the Eastern Cape warrants that the facility that government provides as Scholar Transport is meant first and foremost to take the child to school to be in time for quality teaching and learning. Secondly, Scholar Transport is more like an interim measure. Meantime, government has not yet built a school next to the child's home. And therefore, those are the primary beneficiaries. And therefore, it's very useful for us as education, who are beneficiaries, both learners, children, and the department, to make sure that we do our work qualitatively.
All right, the hiccups that we've seen in previous years, how did that impact on your academics?
Well, indeed, without doubt, children were moving at home very early in the mornings, arrive at school tired even before starting teaching and learning. Indeed, it's a drawback in the future of our children. So with government saying jointly education and transport, make sure that children arrive in time, in good time for work. So indeed, the challenges that we've undergone were indeed problematic, impacting on the overall performance. But with hindsight now, I think we're on the right track to ensure that we address this problem once and for all.
Before I let you go, how crucial is this meeting today, this dialogue?
Very crucial, because in the first place, on top of your taxi operator, your transport operators, you have parents here, you have learners here. These are the most affected people who must speak out and share with us the concerns and how best can we handle to make sure that the future of their children is guaranteed. Parents, they are all doing this in the name of their children.
Well, there you have it, Elvis. The two MECs have spoken, and the dialogue is about to take place. As you can see behind me, people continue to trickle in to take part in these discussions. And like I said, the outcome of what they will be discussing here today is going to be crucial on how this 2015 academic year is going to be run. And of course, it will have an impact, whether positive or negative, on the academic results come end of the year. With that, let's hand back to you guys in Joburg.
That's our reporter Unathi Binqose coming to us live from East London, where a dialogue is taking place about this new model of scholar patrol, or transport rather, in the province.